Morning. Been feeding, getting ready, kind of getting everything in shape to head to a hospital for another grandbaby. Little Blakely gonna come into the world today. Kind of crazy how times have changed nowadays. The baby don't dictate when something happens. The doctors do. But I was so I learned a little something this week. I thought I'd share it this morning. Nothing. Most of y'all probably already know it. So I do a lot of the things I share. I just confess my stupidity, my lack of knowledge. I don't mind because there may be one or two more out there that never never seen it or knew it either. But I was reading and I've been hung up on this word gardener and being a gardener. And y'all know, most of y'all, if you're watching, there ain't many of you, but whoever's watching, y'all are like family, and y'all have enjoyed my preaching and enjoyed what God shows me, and I appreciate each one of you. It's hopefully as much for my grandkids when I'm dead and gone, or great grandkids, that maybe my children or my grandchildren can share a little bit about me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a good writer. I tried to make myself write, so but hopefully, this stuff gets archived, or it may be something. Who knows? But I've been on this gardener thing and becoming a gardener. And whoops, sorry about that. So I realized, that was kind of what Adam was, and I was reading where Adam, he had a job before he had a wife. That's something every man should know. You you're supposed to have a job before you have a wife. And he had a location, and locations change. Another thing the Lord's been showing me is we as men, as humans, we will change our clothes, we'll change our pant size, we'll change our style, we'll change our hairdo, we change the color. But boy, we struggle to change location once we've established roots and set our place of belonging. That's really a large. I mean, that's really, when you think about it. If you set your place of belonging, it's a lot of that's a whole next level of obedience if God moves you, or if you're even able to be moved. And so I've been just digging and praying, and I ended up back in Genesis 2, reading about Adam, and God put him in the Garden of Eden. And I've always read it as the Garden of Eden, the Garden of Eden. And so it was the name of the place, the Garden of Eden, the Garden of Eden. And then I learned this week, this is what I learned. It is a garden of Eden. It ain't the garden. It ain't the name of the garden is not Eden. Eden is the description of the garden of pleasure, a garden of pleasure and uh, delight. It's what a place! What a place! And so I'm like, oh, I mean, I don't know about y'all, but that changed some stuff for me. And I'm like, wait a minute. So that's not its name. That's not like Hinder Son is the name of that location. It was not because we grow up, every location's got a name. And okay, so if you want to get into, I'm not splitting hairs. If you want to insist that it was the name, the Garden of Eden, but the word Eden means pleasure or joy, or I can't remember the other one they used. Somewhere I'd sure enough like to work. That's what it meant. And God put him in the Garden of Eden to tend to it, to nurture it. And then we know that the sin happened, the fall, the destruction. The consequences of it is the land became cursed, and from it will be thorns. It will grow thorns and thistles, which, by the way, is why Jesus had a crown of thorns put upon his head, because he he was the sacrifice to remove the curse. I've still lived under that curse. That this is so hard because the ground's been cursed. This is so much work because the ground's. I have, and I don't believe it is. I believe it's just work. But then I got to thinking, and I can't even remember how where this came from. What was the what, when Mary Magdalene ran to the tomb the morning of the resurrection, looking for the Lord Jesus? Who did she think she ran into? Who did she ask, "What have you done with my Lord?" She asked the Lord, but who did she think she was talking to? The gardener. John says it. And Jesus called her by name again. And so Jesus' first appearance, or his first identity given to him, even if by mistake, in the resurrected shape, was as of a gardener. Now, I don't know. I'm just telling you, I don't know why this is important and why this is where I'm at, but I'm here. And God has plainly said, I've relocated you to your gardener. Tend the land. Tend the land. I've been a cowboy, a cowman. I've been an oil field hand. I've been a pipe fitter. I've been a paper delivery boy. I've been a dairy farmer. I've been a preacher, pastor, counselor. I'm a gardener. And I've come to the realization there's no greater honor than to be a gardener, a one who tends and cares for the land. After all, Jesus was mistaken as a gardener. The first job given to a man was as a gardener. So, in the relocation, or in the resurrection, you could say, of your life, ask God what He wants, what ground does He want you to tend to. Just some thoughts. Have a great day. Pray for Kendall Grace and Blakely. She will be coming today. Christopher too. He might be.